Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action to create big ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this: are you milking it? So I have to laugh. I'm sorry, folks. I have to start it with a laugh. So unfortunate beginning to our week, as Monday night Wyatt had basketball practice and Grandma and Papa brought him home. Our boys are wiped out from Christmas vacation. Their first day back at school was Monday. And when Grandma and Papa brought them home, it was straight to the couch. Those kids were asleep. They were knocked out. And so I went in a little bit later to start to wake up Wyatt so we could get ready and head to basketball practice. He immediately was just in writhing, like horrible, horrible pain. We would later find out that he had an ear infection. And so we did the things that we do. My wife and I are both chiropractors. We know things that, first and foremost, we check him, make sure he gets adjusted. And then we also know some other things that we can do nutritionally and supplements and things like that, that we can do to help him, oils and things like that. So we do all these things to help him and really help to create some level of calm. Y'all know if you've ever been in pain, it ain't fun. And so we're trying to calm him down and just help him to be more relaxed. And we let him stay home. I should say let him. He stayed home on day 2. When day 3 rolled along, it was more so like I'm looking at Leah going, man, I just feel like we should keep him home and just let's push him past that level. He woke up the next morning. He's like, no, it still hurts. It's a little, exact words, this is a quote, ladies and gentlemen. Wyatt, how do you feel as we're laying in bed? It's a little better. So it's improved, but it still hurts. And quite frankly, folks, I don't want to sit in a seminar. I don't want to sit in class. I don't even want to. I don't want to sit and listen to people if my ear hurts and I'm uncomfortable and the smallest little whiff of air actually hurts, and especially not if I'm 7 years old. So in my mind, I'm like, man, let the kids stay home. My wife is the same way. We're going to let them stay home. Let's push them toward over the top. That way tomorrow is a much better day. Now he wakes up this morning, goes in, talks to his mommy, says it's a little bit better, comes down, tells daddy it still hurts. So I look at my wife, to which we had already had the discussion. It was kind of like, you know what? It's the first week back. He's going to have homework. We'll help him with his homework, but let's just keep the kid home so he can get well. We'll see how tomorrow goes, though. We'll go from there. And I'm sitting with Wyatt, and I'm like, well, dude, you got to tell me. He's like, well, no, it hurts. I go, no, take a deep breath, bud. Like, I just need to know how you're doing. Is it better than it was before, but it still hurts? Is it like worse than it was last night? He said, Daddy, I woke up this morning and it actually felt worse than it did when I went to bed last night. I'm like, okay, so I need to know. I said, I trust you, man. I trust you. So if you tell me that, then mommy and daddy are going to trust you. He goes, wait a minute, you won't make me go to school then? I said, I didn't say that. I said, but mommy and daddy will take what you say into account when we sit and make that final decision. And ultimately, he's not going to school. Now, what's funny, though, is my wife looks at me and she goes, you know he's milking it, right? Because he came in the bathroom and told me he was doing better, and he told you that it was hurting. And I had to laugh, and we both looked at each other, and we just laughed. And then we've got Watson, who says, well, my cough is still bad, and I don't think I should have to go to school either. Now, there's a kid who is a great actor and really learned how to milk it this week, and he's done a great job so far. I give him kudos. In my mind, Watson's got 1 day of school left. It is pre-K. I'm pretty sure he's going to be okay if he misses it. And so we're looking at each other like, you know what, we'll let him stay home, but you're going to school next week, period, end of story. Now, where is this all leading to when I'm talking about milking it? Here's what I love about it, because as kids, like kids milk it. Kids milk snuggling. They like just nestling up to you and just they want to stay there and they just want to snuggle. They milk staying up for an extra 5 minutes of their favorite cartoon. They milk 5 extra minutes of playing their video game. They milk missing school. Well played, my sons. Well played. They milk things. They try to get more out of it. And what we as adults tend to do is what? Nope, we're done, let's go. But what would happen if we just milked it? You know, what would happen if you're sitting down with your spouse or significant other tonight, and instead of like, oh, we got to just go to bed, you go, I'm going to milk this moment. Come here, honey. Let's just snuggle for a little bit longer. I mean, what if we just learned how to milk some of these things? Get more enjoyment out of them. Like actually take that moment to be in the moment instead of being in such a hurry to go. Instead of being in such a hurry to get them back to school. For me, I'm like, I don't care. Like, I mean, seriously, like, is it important? Yeah, school is very important, right? They're going to learn stuff and they come home and we talk about it and we help them. But it's like at the end of the day, I want them to feel good. At the end of the day, it's not going to be as easy to take days off 6 years from now. So at the end of the day, it's like, all right, cool, man. You can milk this one. And it's exactly what he did. And guess what we got to hear today, this morning? Laughter. Guess what I got to do? Milk it. I delayed my workout, and I sat and snuggled with my boys because I don't always get to do that on a Thursday at 9 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. or 8 a.m. because they're off to school already. I milked it. I went down into the room, a room. They wanted to play a game, so I went down the room and I sat behind them while they were playing the game and just listened to them laugh and talk. It's just so much fun. I milked it. I milk it with my wife. I know that doesn't sound right. I probably need to edit that, but I will hold on to her extra long to get a hug. Like I do that. She's like ready to go, man, and I'm like, no, come here. I just want to hold you this extra 5 seconds. Like I'll milk it. Where in your life do you need to milk it? Maybe it's stretching when you're working out. You're like, yeah, man, it feels so good, but you're in such a hurry to get going. What if you just milked that stretch a little bit longer? What if you just sat in the meditation and instead of listening to anything, you just sat there and took 3 or 4 or 5 deep breaths and you just milked it a little bit longer? What if in your relationships you just became more connected just a little bit longer instead of being in such a hurry to go? And what if at work, in your business, with your team or with a patient or with a client, instead of being in such a rush to get them out the door, you actually took the extra minute or moment to look at them and say, thank you, I appreciate you so much. Come here, give me a hug. And you just milked it. There's so many beauties in life that we miss because we're in such a hurry to get things done. What would happen if we just slowed down enough to just milk it? That's all I've got for you here today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you will please head on over to iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher if you haven't already. Subscribe, rate, and review. I would greatly appreciate it. Also appreciate if you would forward this to people that you think benefit from the messages I share here every day, Monday through Friday. And finally, head on over to commitandgo.com to get more information about myself, about coaching, about live programs and online programs that we do. You also get a free download if you hop on in there and put in your email address. You get a free download on how we can basically help you through a virtual process, a 14-minute video, and what's called the Gap Map Protocols. You follow that, it's going to help you get from where you are to where you want to go by knocking those obstacles out that are lying in the middle. That's all I've got for you here today, folks. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. We'll hear you next time.